I made a new Minecraft update that includes 2 new biomes, tons of new features and quality of life fixes that bring a new feel to Minecraft. I have been working on this project for the past few days. At the end of the video, I will also teach you how you can play this version, so stick around to that. But let's start with the obvious. I called this update the Shores and Dunes because the main emphasis is on the sandy parts of Minecraft. Speaking of which, the Desert Temple is the first quality of life structure that I reworked. Every kid and their mom knows that there is a pressure plate in the Desert Temple and all you have to do is not stand on it. Knowing how to loot a specific structure is boring, so there has to be a change, and I have a solution. One of the ideas I had was to have dispensers behind chests full of harming and poison bottles and a skulk sensor nearby, so when you open a chest or move around you get killed, or even more brutal, the sound ignites TNT and blows everything up, like Mojang intended the structure to from the get-go. Next up, I revamped the Desert Well structure, which was previously considered rather unremarkable. To add excitement, I introduced 2 additional variants, diversifying its appearance and functionality. The most thrilling part is the new 30% probability discovering a hidden chest beneath these wells. These chests are specifically designed for early game players, offering an array of intriguing items that can significantly aid their initial adventures. This modification enhances the aesthetic appeal of the Desert Wells and introduces an element of surprise and reward for explorers venturing through the arid landscapes. Another enhancement in latest quality of life update focuses on the jungle temples. This change, though seemingly minor, greatly impacts the gameplay experience. I've replaced the blocks behind the temple's levers with their infected counterparts. This clever tweak means that players attempting to bypass the temple's puzzle by cheating will be greeted by a swarm of silverfish. This unexpected challenge adds a twist to the adventure and encourages players to engage with the puzzles more authentically. And the final major quality of life update relates to the cultivation of crops, a fundamental aspect of Minecraft. To address this issue of players accidentally pricking immature crops, I've implemented a subtle yet effective change. Crops that haven't fully matured now require a slightly longer break than fully grown ones. This allows players to break their mature crops efficiently. However, for those who prefer to harvest everything in one go, regardless of the growth stage, I have introduced a new use for the hoe. Players can insta-mine any crop at any stage using a hoe, and this change will also add another layer of utility and purpose to the often underappreciated tool. Now that we have the small stuff out of the way, let's get on to the business, starting with the first new biome, Ancient Desert. The Ancient Desert biome is a meticulously crafted landscape characterized by an array of intriguing structures, such as ancient houses, walls, stumps, and arches. These architectural elements are far more than just a site. They are part of the very essence of the biome. Just as a desert well adds ambiance to an otherwise quiet and unremarkable area, these ancient structures add depth to the environment. The ancient houses with their eroded walls speak of a once thriving civilization. The walls hint at past beliefs or conflicts from which the need for fortification may have stemmed. The stumps and arches, meanwhile, add an air of mystery, suggesting rituals or cultural practices that are now lost to the sands of time. The beauty of this biome lies not just in its aesthetic appeal, but in the stories they silently narrate. They're like puzzles waiting to be solved, each piece contributing to a larger, more complex history. This quality makes the ancient desert particularly captivating for game theorists. It offers them a canvas to theorize about the past inhabitants of this land, their lifestyles, their struggles, and their eventual disappearance. The next additions are the hot spring and hot lava spring structures, which can be seen on beaches and deserts. Players can collect this smoky water or lava into a bucket. This feature is particularly innovative, as the collected liquid retains its smoke-emitting properties. This function is like a portable campfire, providing smoke whenever needed. Introducing hot springs and hot lava springs thus enriches the game's environment, giving players more opportunities to create cool stuff. This is the Palm Grove, and it's the second new biome, offering a refreshing and distinct environment within the game. This biome is characterized by its unique vegetation, primarily the palm trees, which bring a new set of blocks for players to utilize. These include palm logs, palm planks, along with other wood derivatives. This biome has a unique spawning characteristic. It only emerges within the beach biome, adding to its rarity and appeal. The palm grove is relatively small, making a charming addition to the beach landscapes. Its terrain is a mix of familiar normal sand and patches of red sand, providing a subtle contrast that enhances its visual appeal. Wildlife in the palm grove is equally fascinating. Players can encounter ocelots, which add a touch of wildlife vibrancy to the biome. Additionally, in rare instances, pandas can be found, making these encounters a delightful surprise for players exploring this area. The palm grove is a spot that players would enjoy stumbling upon in their adventures. Its introduction not only diversifies the game's ecosystem, but also provides a peaceful and aesthetically pleasing haven for players to explore and appreciate. As the saying goes, best for last, well, that also applies here. Let me introduce you to the gear board. This item spawns in the following 4 biomes: Palm Grove, Mangrove Swamp, Mushroom Island, and Ice Spikes. You can locate it using the gear compass, which can be crafted with a normal compass in the middle and 2 echo shards and 2 diamonds on each side. This compass points you to the nearest gear board. And with Gearboard, you can get a new item called Hip Piece. Hip Piece is a super rare attachment to put 2 colliding enchantments on your armor or tools. But to get it, you must sacrifice diamonds or netherite to the Gearboard. The Gearboard drops 1 random item when you put 4 diamonds or 4 netherite ingots in it. The chance to get Hip Piece with netherite is 10%, but with diamond is 3. If you don't get the Hip Piece, the Gearboard will refund you either 1 or 2 of the item you put in. This allows for a fair system with a big enough chance to get the item. If you want to play this version for yourself, there's a link in the description for the mod pack. If you're watching this video right when it came out, the link is not there yet because I still have some bug fixes to do, but it will be added there shortly. Thank you for watching.